know this is like beating a dead horse, but every time I watch our intro, I want to go back to Philly. I want you and I to go back. I can't wait for November.
Let's go.
Let's go right now.
I'll see you in there a couple hours.
No, you saw that post. I reposted somebody's video from the steps, and you reposted it too.
They're sliding. Yeah. It's crazy.
So no, we're not going right now.
No, yeah. Let's wait till a little bit better weather.
You see them? They were snowboarding down the steps.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I hear Philly's pretty nice in the spring. So,
yeah. Well, every time they have the Rocky Run, it seems like the weather's fairly nice. They haven't seen any snow or crazy. It's the first week in November. Not that they can't have snow, but it's highly unlikely.
Right.
So it might just be colder than normal, but usually, by the looks of the pictures, it seems like everybody's, pretty comfortable.
Sure. Yeah, so, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Hopefully, some people can stop by and say hi to us. And
right.
Like we said, we're trying to get the tent next to John Rivoli.
Yep.
But, I mean, we're definitely going to have a tent with merchandise and whatnot. We have a lot of fun with it. We're going to have some games and what's that?
Or a teepee.
Anything, right? But it's going to be fun, man. I can't wait. We're going to be doing live videos. We're going to be doing it's going to be great. I can't
wait. We're trying to come up with some fun things, some games maybe to play or maybe some prizes to win. Who knows, We're going to try and come up with some crazy things like how many one-arm push-ups can you do?
There you go. If you do more than 3, you get to win. Whatever.
You get a kiss from Tony.
Yeah. Oh, everybody's dying on it too. Oh. Man, how can nobody do 3?
I know.
Yeah, I know. My suave, good-looking days are over.
Nah, not at all, buddy. I know you got the Robert Loggia,
yeah. Right now, I feel like Paulie. I just finished
handsome
dinner.
Man. Feel like Robert Loggia was a handsome man, buddy. So,
man. Anyway, so what do you think this shirt's hinting? Besides my fat belly, what do you think it's? Get your Rocky robes here. Get your Rocky robes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think we're going to be talking Rocky tonight.
But which Rocky?
Well, you know what? Had I thought of that, I would have worn mine too. I went with this one, but I think we're going to be talking about Rocky 3.
Rocky 3. There it is. And this is I should say odd. And then I don't know, not seen poster. I've only seen it once when you sent it to me. I never saw it before that.
Yeah, I came across this and I'm like, oh, it's different. It's neat.
Yeah.
As you and I were saying, or you brought it to my attention, or actually just off air, was we wished that the Rocky and Clubber were reversed.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's very cool.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. I mean, if Rocky was as large as Clubber, with the tiger being right there and then Clubber being down the size of Rocky, I mean, or it says the greatest challenge, so I guess he's a big challenge.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to make it, you should have made Rocky a little bit bigger. It's kind of like an afterthought there. But it's still a cool poster. But this was the poster that everybody saw.
Right.
That's the championship belt there. So what we're going to do, we're doing something a little different tonight. We're going to actually play the movie.
He's right here.
What's that? Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
There he is, right there.
I got to get one of those. I saw 2 of those. I saw that one, and I saw the one from Rocky 2, where he's just in a boxing stance.
Oh.
And then I see
you
have the Rocky 5 one too, right?
I have a Rocky 5 one over there.
Yeah.
In the corner. And I have a Rocky 2. Yeah.
Oh, so you have the Rocky 2. Okay.
I do.
I knew I saw it somewhere.
I do have 3 of them.
Of course you do.
You know what? Of course, we're going off topic already.
That's
but
right.
There is one that I'm dying for, and I have never yet seen. Is the one from Mighty Mix Jim. Remember when Gazzo points Rocky sweeping
remember that guy Rock?
You remember that guy Rock? Yeah. And he's just. I want that one.
Oh,
I don't know where.
Well, he's got the red trunks on there too.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would be. You know who I thought you were going to say, And everybody that's watching is going, "Oh, you going to talk Rocky 3 or what?" Yeah, we will. Relax.
We'll get there.
I thought you were going to say Rocky 4 with the cutouts of Clubber. See, Rocky 3. The cutouts of Apollo and Drago. Remember they had the cutouts?
Yes.
That's what I thought you were going to say. I never saw those.
No. I would love to have them as well.
Oh,
but
God, yeah.
on my target, I always look is from the one from Gazzo. Hey, Rock, remember that guy?
Rocky 2.
I have a picture of it somewhere. I should have sent it to you.
No,
and I know we were going down this rabbit hole.
I know. Of course we are. Why would we do anything else?
We never ever.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the movie on my phone. You're going to be able to hear it. I can't show it because they'll copyright us and shut us off. We are going to be giving commentary to the movie, and we're not going to have the whole movie playing. I'm going to be skipping a couple of scenes here and there, but we're going to basically be discussing the movie beginning to end, and we're going to show you pictures from the movie scenes as we're kind of going along. So something a little different. You guys let us know. You like it, you don't like it. It's cool, it's not cool.
Things we might pick out that might do anything about it. Well, things that might be something that I particularly enjoyed or didn't like, and same with you. There might be parts of the movie that you were like, I love this part, or maybe we'll even point out stuff that some people have missed. Who knows? I
gotta move my pillow in the back so I can sit. You saw the pillow, right?
I love it. Love it. Yep.
Look at that. It's on
very
both sides.
Nice. That's really nice.
But it's so soft. It's very cool. It zips, so you can wash it.
Okay.
It back on. It's
Okay.
Stallone shop. I love it. But it's nice and comfortable for my back.
Well, because it's black and white, it might match my bedroom, so I might have a chance of getting one for the bedroom.
They have 3 of them. They have that one. They have the Love, the John Rivoli Love.
Okay.
And they have Rocky 4, where he's being held up with the flag.
Okay.
Well, so I did not get Rocky 4.
If I have a chance of sliding it or slipping it past Deb's eyes and getting into the bedroom, the black and white one might make a honest.
See, you know what you got to do.
It looks like a flower.
You know what you got to do. Deb, do you want to go to Target? Right there alone, that's a given. Of course, let's go to Target.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
She's going to wind up spending whatever she spends.
Sure.
And then on the way, listen, I'm going to go get those pillows I talked about.
Yeah.
They
look great on the bed.
All right, let's get this show on the road here. Okay, so we're going to play the movie, and like I said, we're going to talk while it's playing.
Okay.
Can you hear it? I mean, I can't have it too loud because
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Not at the moment,
because if it's too loud, they'll copyright us again. Even though we put on our little thing that we're doing commentary, they copyright all the time. What makes me confused about it is that they copyright things on one episode and then they don't copyright them on the next episode, which is the theme song intro.
Well,
but regardless,
this is for purely educational purposes only.
That's right. Commentary.
Yes.
We're getting our opinion, criticizing the movie. Now, of course, this movie, almost every Rocky movie, started with the end of the previous Rocky movie.
Correct.
Obviously, I say almost because Rocky Balboa did not.
Right.
This one here was the coolest intro, in my opinion, because they had the belt up there.
Yeah.
And then the Rocky was going by, and then you saw 3.
Yeah.
So it was definitely pretty cool. Excuse me. But I know I've said this before. I was 16 when this came out. It's the only time I ever cut school. I cut school.
Oh, really?
I cut school to go see the matinee.
No kidding. Wow, good for you.
So I went to see the matinee, and Rocky's giving it to Apollo. Apollo goes down. It was. I always thought it was pretty cool seeing the ending from the previous Rocky in the new Rocky.
Absolutely, it was like it just picked up right from where you left off and brought you right into the next chapter.
You forgot it, but Rocky's heavyweight champion of the world.
Yep.
And I remember, what did you think when you first saw Rocky in the first intros of 3, as far as how his body's changed?
Well, he was definitely a little bit more chiseled,
Yeah.
not as he's going to be in 3, where he looks like a welterweight. But
Right.
he's definitely lost some of his baby fat body,
Yeah,
whatever.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. He still looks more like a traditional fighter,
Yeah.
No,
agreed. And of course, the beginning of Rocky, the official beginning of Rocky 3, is showing Rocky defending all his title defenses.
Right.
And he's knocking everybody out, knocking them through the ropes. They're showing, Adrian in the stands, clapping. Paulie's looking pissed off as always.
Yeah.
Drinking, not very happy. It's the first time we hear "Eye of the Tiger."
Yes.
Now, you do know this was not the original song that was chosen.
Right. Something by Queen, right?
Well, there was a toss up. There was going to be Another One Bites the Dust. Was an option.
Yeah, that's a Queen song, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Song. And then the other one was a Joe Esposito song called "You're the Best."
Oh.
Which did not get chosen, but is in Karate Kid.
Yes.
So it worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
Queen got their hit. Joe Esposito got his movie. And Survivor wrote one of the best theme songs in movie history.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the intro here, they're showing Rocky's a lot more, how would you put it? A lot more civilized, like Mickey puts it.
Civilized, yep.
He's got the food. He's doing the commercials for American Express. He's doing telethons.
The Muppets.
He's not doing, Beast Aftershave where he sneals mainly.
Yeah.
He talks well. He looks good. And, of course, they're showing Clubber, who is a complete animal.
Right. Well, did they show the Muppets yet?
No, not yet. Here it is. It's the Muppet Show.
All right.
Did you see that? Did you see that episode?
I did see that episode.
So did I.
I did. But here's been a question of mine for a long time. Okay. They're showing Rocky and Adrian. It's Christmas time.
Yeah.
And there's a motorcycle next to the Christmas tree.
Yep.
Right? Rocky's got the bandages on his nose or on his
Yep.
face or whatever. The motorcycle is red.
Yep.
Now, my question is, did he trade it in to get the Italian Stallion, or did he bring it to get it trimmed up?
No, he definitely brought it to get custom painted. Without question, it's the same bike.
I couldn't tell if it was a Harley or not.
It looks like it to me. I'm not a bike connoisseur, but
Okay.
It does look like the same bike to me. And it would make sense that he would bring it in to get it customized for the Italian Stallion bike. So that little montage goes through showing Rocky doing his commercials and autographs and wearing his suit, and showing Clubber who's knocking everybody through the ropes.
Yep.
Telling he wants the title shot. He wants the title shot. It leads into Paulie sitting in the bar watching Clubber talk about how he wants the title shot. And then, of course, Paulie leaves the bar, and he somehow or some why wanders into an arcade.
Oh, this breaks my heart every time I see it.
I know.
Don't do it, Paul.
I know. Look at it. Now, there's been several pinball machines out there. I've seen them, but they're not the movie version I've seen.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if there's a movie version out there to be purchased. I don't know. I'd have to research that.
I thought I saw one person in the collector's format, maybe on Facebook or something, who might have had one.
Right.
But I do believe I've seen one before. They got a pretty good price tag with them.
Oh, sure.
$3,000 or more.
So Paulie, as we know, throws his bottle of booze at the pinball machine, gets arrested. Rocky comes and bails him out. Your sister doesn't need to know about this. Yeah,
X-Lax watch.
X-Lax. Oh, you gotta love Paulie.
Yeah.
X-Lax watch.
We talked about that last episode with
Yep.
the Sly's watch collection.
Yep, the Rolex.
I got
It's Rolex, Paulie, not X-Lax. Oh, that's funny.
I love how it's a running joke throughout the whole series, you know. The
Oh,
watch.
well, Balboa, I got two watches.
I got the watch.
In with that watch. Well, you know what? And part of me understands Paulie's beef. Like he says right here, you move Nick in, not me.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of understand that.
Yeah, I get
If
it.
he's on his own and he's not, I mean, but I also understand Rocky's reason for not moving him in.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I think my wife.
Paulie's a shame. Paulie's an interesting character because, I mean, he does have a heart and he does care, but he just doesn't show it correctly. He doesn't really speak. And I'm not talking politically correct. I'm just talking about, emotionally correct.
How about just manners?
Yeah. Like this here, like Rocky tells him, you're like a crazy brother to me. You ain't down, you ain't a loser. You're just a jealous, lazy bum.
Yeah.
And he's right. Paulie loses it. He tells him he's going to break his mouth. I'll sweat you. Look at him. He's hitting the heavyweight champion of the world.
You got yourself all fixed up. Got yourself a new face.
Rocky's dodging his punches. And then he stops. He's like, can I have a job?
Yeah.
Rocky tells him, all you got to do is ask, man. Why didn't you ask me before instead of beat me up?
Right.
Oh, that's funny. But, I mean, what I never understood also was Paulie always expected the handout, like he said. That's a shame.
Right.
And then that leads us into he lets him, he tells him he's going to give him a job, obviously. And then he leads us to Thunder Lips.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Male.
The Ultimate Male.
So he's going to do the old boxer against a wrestler charity match.
So did you know of Hulk Hogan before this?
No.
Me either.
No, but he was pretty much a nobody before this. I wouldn't say nobody, but he was not known as he was after it. And he definitely was not known in 1984 when him and Mr. T did WrestleMania. He took off. I mean, it's like when Tom Cruise did Top Gun. He just boom. He's in another stratosphere.
Right. I mean, did you ever watch wrestling?
Not really, no.
Okay. I watched it when I was younger, way back, and then a little bit, but I don't recall him. I'm talking back when there was these were the older guys, so right. I don't recall him. So seeing him for the first time, I'm looking at this guy. His arms are like legs.
It's huge. He's huge. They did do a little movie magic, but I mean, in general, though, he's huge.
Well, he's got 21-inch biceps. I mean, my God. Yeah.
That's big.
And he's 6
foot. Most people's thighs aren't 21 inches.
Right. He's 6'5", 6'4", 6'5"?
Something along those lines. Well, back when he was wrestling, I mean, obviously he's a lot older now, and you shrink with age.
Well over 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And
he's still a big boy. I mean, he's still big. I mean,
and he's got a body fat percentage on him of a BMI of 10, if that.
Yeah.
There's no fat on that man back then. No. I mean, and even today he looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he does look great. Oh, we missed the part. This is the part when he asked, I wonder how much he eats. Mickey goes about 202 pounds.
Yeah. That was a great line.
That's coming up when he introduces Rocky. Oh, I love it.
That is a great line. Why are they carrying him?
Yeah, he's walking. Mickey kills me. He's like, is anything normal go through your head? He's like, what the hell's wrong with you? How much do you think he eats? There he goes. Leroy Neiman, the announcer. I love that.
Yep.
Well, there was a Muhammad Ali versus the wrestler back when, so that's kind of where this came from. Now,
What? Really?
yeah,
There's a
I don't
Muhammad
remember
Ali?
what year and stuff, but I do know they did a charity thing on it, and I would have to research and get more information.
Okay.
The scene we're seeing now is when they're standing off with each other, and this is where a little movie magic came in. Sly's
Yeah.
looking at the middle of Hulk's chest.
Right.
He's not that much shorter than Hulk, but he's obviously a lot shorter. But they wanted to make it look ridiculously small.
Right. They had him up on a little mini platform.
Yeah, they had like a soapbox or something. They had him on and got
Yeah.
him up there. I mean, like you said, he's 6'3" or so. They moved him up and up to 7 feet. I mean, so
Yeah.
and then of course the wrestlers running after him and slamming him and Rocky's like, "What are you doing, man?
What the hell is this?
The charity match. Chill
No,
out."
we're just gonna we'll circle around. I'll hit
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's okay.
He's throwing him into the ropes. He's throwing him into the corner. He's kneeing him in the stomach. He's body slamming him with the atomic leg slam. I mean, he's not. He picks him up.
The ultimate meatball.
I love that. If I ever get Hulk to sign the picture, I'm going to have him write to the ultimate meatball.
Yeah.
But yeah, he throws him on the ground. Now he does the jump where he does the leg slam or whatever it's called. Now he picks him up again, slams him down to the ground. I mean, look, wrestling's entertainment. We know it's fake. But these guys are still slamming into the ground. They're still jumping off of top
They're
ropes.
athletes. There's no doubt
They're
about
still
it.
hitting each other with elbows and with forearms. He picks up Sly over his head. It looks like he's picking up nothing.
Right.
I mean, he's literally got him like this, like he's just talking.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Rocky gets pissed off. He's like, "What the hell's all this?" Tells Paulie to cut off his gloves.
Yeah.
He just jumps back in the ring.
Just happens to have a switchblade on him.
Exactly. But what makes me laugh is like he picked up Hulk. He picked him up and threw him out. Now, granted, he did a little,
Yeah. There was a little bit of a running jump.
He picked up a 300-pound guy. And
Oh,
threw him
yeah.
out of the ring. So kudos to him.
Oh, absolutely.
We've always been trying to get Hulk on this show, and hopefully we will someday. And we're going to ask him, Sly was tough as nails. He took it. He took all the. And then after Rocky throws out Hulk, that's kind of when, okay, enough. And they call it a draw.
Thank God.
Rocky goes and asks him for the Polaroid.
Yeah.
Polaroid. I'm sure most people don't even know what that is anymore.
Right.
That's funny.
When you take it to the photo mat.
Right? Oh, my God, yeah. 1 hour photo.
Yeah.
And then they go home and they go to the statue unveiling event, which the high school band is playing the Rocky theme. We still don't know how everybody knows the Rocky theme.
Right. Mickey says, "What happened to those quiet, tender moments?"
Rocky looks at him like, shh. Now, this is when the statue was on the top of the steps.
Right.
There's a big debate. Should it have stayed on top of the steps?
Yeah.
Should it be removed from there because it's not art?
No, it should be at the top of the steps.
And put where it is now, which is at the bottom of the steps.
Still
To
should
the
be at
right.
the top of the steps.
I mean, where it is now, it's still respectful. It has its own little spot where you can go line up to take a picture or see the statue. But in the same respect, the top of the steps. It's what
Tony, I just said it 3 times in a row, and I'll say it 300 more times in a row. Top of the steps.
Yeah.
Art museum. Wrap your mind around it. It's art. It's a statue.
Yep.
Just like a Da Vinci
So
or
there's the steam rack. The top of the steps. He's looking at it.
Yep.
Mickey's like, it's definitely a thing of beauty. And this is where Rocky.
Isn't it always
What's
great in doing the Mickey impressions?
Come on, let's start with me now.
The master of impressions, right here.
Yeah, that's me. Rich Little. I know nobody really knows who Rich Little is.
There's a blast from the past.
I know. Well, who's an impersonator now? I mean, who does impressions now?
I don't know, but they're like, who the hell's Rich Little?
Yeah, I know. Look him up. He sounded like everybody. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the guy, you know what? The guy that does NFL Fox, he's on there. He does impersonations a lot. He's not bad. He's okay. I forget his name though.
Yeah.
But I mean, so anyway, it's back to the story.
Yeah.
So Rocky decides to announce at the statue unveiling that he's going to retire.
Right.
Which obviously does not sit well with everybody. They're all yelling at him, no. And Clubber decides to chime in.
Yep.
Why don't you get the hell out of here? Mickey doesn't even hold back. He is just unloading. Look at him. He wants to fight right on the steps.
Yeah.
You've got a big mouth,
Did you see do you remember seeing Clubber the first time he ever came on to into popularity besides this? Did you see him on the Bartender's Challenge?
I did.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I did. And I don't know why I was watching that show, but I did.
Yeah, right. All the bouncer challenge or whatever it was.
I don't know.
The guys are like opening the door and
he threw somebody through a door. That's how I remember seeing that.
I remember he ran through the door.
Yeah.
He ran through the door. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rocky wants to fight him. Rocky doesn't want to back down from the fight.
No.
Mickey's being cautious with him, and we know why.
Yep.
Look at him. Mickey's telling him no. Look, and Rocky's like, what are you doing? Well, let's just fight him. What's the problem? Right. He doesn't know what happened. And Mickey's like, I could imagine. I mean, if I was Rocky. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Let's listen to the best part. Not good.
No.
Adrian is extremely uncomfortable. Rocky goes ballistic.
Well, yeah. You know what? You want to piss any guy off?
He lost it. It took 4 cops to hold him back.
Yeah.
He lost it, which is understandable. So then he goes back to the house and he's talking to Mickey. He's like, what the hell's going on? What is this about?
Right.
And
so why are you doing this? Because you can't win, Rock. This guy will kill you to death inside of 3 rounds.
Ooh.
You're crazy. What else is there? He's just
what
another
else is there?
No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a wrecking machine, and he's hungry. Hell, you ain't been hungry since you won that belt. Oh, what are you talking about?
He's right.
That was easy. You mean easy? He was handpicked.
That's got to be hard to swallow.
Yeah.
I mean, Mickey had the right frame of mind. He didn't want Rocky to get hurt. Like he said, it was my job to keep you winning and my job to protect you, keep you healthy.
Sure.
But in the same respect, as a fighter and as a professional athlete, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So he talks to Mickey. He's like, I can't go out like this, which obviously, who could? What athlete, what professional athlete could go out that way?
No, if you are on that stage, and that mentality, you can't just walk off that stage knowing that you held on to something because it was easier,
Well, yeah, because I mean, he says it wasn't fixed, but they were had-beens.
Yeah.
So I understand what he's saying. It wasn't fixed that you won, but you also didn't fight anybody in their prime.
Right.
Like Rocky says later on in the film. I didn't fight anybody all in their prime. There was always some angle to hold on a title longer than it should have had it.
Right.
I mean, and that doesn't sit right. With the professional athletes are on a level that fans and people can't understand.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely.
So he talks Mickey into doing one more time.
Right. But he threatens him, though. If you don't do it, he threatens Mickey. I'll tell everybody you changed your underwear or something.
Yeah, bought a new pair of underwear in 10
Bought a new
years.
pair of underwear.
And then we get to hear Pushing from Mr. Frank Stallone,
Yes.
showing the training venue, which is like training in Las Vegas. Oh, there it is. Get your Rocky robes. I got the shirt on, Paulie.
There you go. Where to get you? $12.99 on that one?
People
Back
buying
in the day.
hats, they're buying robes, they're buying T-shirts. There's Frank singing and dancing.
Hey, who's the blondie kisses?
Yeah, Adrian's
You know
not happy about
You know
the
who that
blonde.
is?
Oh yeah, come on.
Okay. Just check.
Those of you that don't, obviously Rick does and I do, but that's Sly's first wife,
Sasha.
Sasha, who pretends to be a fan and who he was married to at the time.
Right. Now, how do you say, is it Zach?
I know. Yeah, I always thought it was like that.
Yeah, it was.
It's CZ, right?
Yeah.
CZ?
CZAKC, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Zach.
Yeah.
But Rocky is not taking the training seriously.
No.
That's obvious. He's like, hey, how about a picture, Rock? Hey, have a kiss, Rock. And then they show, Clubber training, pulling up on ropes.
Oh my God.
His back looks like the Grand Canyon. It's got all these crevices in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
the dude is just ripped.
He not only is he ripped, but he's training like an animal. I mean, he's just crazy. And they're trying to get him in now the fight's coming up. Clubber's like, they're like, Clubber, come on, take your robe off. Give us some boxing shot. Clubber don't want nothing to do with it. He's like, look, I'm here. I'm all business. And Rocky's just giving the interview. And then they talk to the announcers, Bill Baldwin and Stu Nahan, who have been the announcers in almost every Rocky.
Yep.
And Apollo there is a little color man on the side, like the NFL has the color guys on the ex-players.
Oh, yeah.
And they asked him, so who do you think is going to win? And he's like, well, I predict the champ's going to take it. He goes, you think the champ can hit that hard? He goes, why do you think I'm sitting out there with you?
Yeah.
And then they start walking towards the ring, and the one guy throws Mickey on the side or something, and he take him into the locker room, and he's not feeling very well. Did you think he was going to die when you first saw it?
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No, I thought maybe that, I don't exactly remember, but dying? No, hell no.
The thing that threw me off, too, was the fight came so fast. I was like, why are they fighting already? Usually it's the fights, the build-up.
Oh, yeah.
The end of the movie. So I'm like, why would they be fighting already? And I was like, well, maybe because Rocky's not really taking training seriously. He's going to lose. And, Mickey's going to say, see, I showed you, told you,
right.
And then go from there. But I did not think Mickey was going to die. I didn't think they'd kill him off.
No. Hell no.
Yeah. Then they introduce Apollo, and he goes over to congratulate, to good luck, everybody. And, of course, Clubber tells him, get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
You ain't got nothing I want anymore.
Apollo's just looking at him like, I will beat you.
3 ways to Sunday.
Apollo probably could have still took him right there.
Oh, yeah. Apollo. I mean, I think Carl Weathers, I'd put him up against anybody right now. The man is just.
He's in some shape. Some shape. And the thing that threw me off about the first fight was that Rocky came out. He came out. Bah, 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 bah. I mean, so I was like, okay, he's going to.
Yeah.
I was like, it doesn't really make sense that he's going to win now. And then, of course, Clubber started getting some really good shots in on him. And he wasn't in it. But I was surprised they had him come out hitting like they did.
Yeah, that shocked me too, because he was down and out and devastated with Mickey being, left on the table, and
right.
I wonder how Mick's doing. And then he comes out and he's like a whirlwind of fire, and then he just fizzled right out to nothing.
Right. And then, of course, Clubber knocks Rocky down, knocks him out. out for the count, coinciding with Mickey pushing off the oxygen mask off his face. And then Rocky comes in and sees Mickey for the last time. Brother, when I tell you I cried like a little girl at 16 years old in the theater when he died. Because when he said to Mickey, we got more to do, we got so much more to do. I don't know, man. I just lost it.
Wow. Yeah, it's a scene that grabs you. That's for definite.
It's an emotional scene for a variety of reasons. Obviously, the man's dying. You like Mickey. Everybody, we've seen him now for 3 films.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rocky's father figure. Rocky's just, devastated. And then when he yelled, because when he first put his head down and just held him, there was no sound. And then also I was like, oh man. This like primal yell.
Yeah.
And I think it was sad, but it was accurate that he didn't tell him the truth. He didn't lie to him.
Right.
But when Mickey said what happened, he said it was a knockout in the 3rd. He didn't say who, but he kind of let him know with that. And then Mickey tells him he loves him. And he's just gone, oh man. I'm sorry. That's an emotional scene. Yep.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
Yeah, he's crying. And Sly's doing an amazing job of acting, of course. But it's sad. Adrian's crying. Everybody's crying. Of course, then there's the funeral where we find out Mickey's last name.
Yeah.
We didn't know his last name until the tombstone or headstone, whatever you want to call it.
Goldmill,
Mickey Goldmill. And then Rocky's doing a lot of soul searching. He's driving around the city. He's going to the statue. He's going to the bridge. He looks at the statue and he's kind of pissed at it. Like, what is this? What did I become? Good looking shot of that bike, though, with the Italian thing.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's not happy. I think he knows. He's like, I kind of sold myself out.
Yeah, he's got to know he didn't do what he needed to do to be ready. Right. He knows.
It was almost eerily similar to Apollo in the first fight.
Right.
How he didn't take him seriously.
Yep.
But so then he goes over to Mickey's gym. And who's there?
That's not how you hit it.
Did you expect to see him there?
No.
Same.
No way. Actually, I almost thought, like, is it going to be Mickey's ghost or something like that?
Right,
not to be stupid about it, but I was like,
right.
Kind of wondering where this is going. But
you heard that big baritone voice, though. That's not how you hit it. I was like,
right.
Oh, man, it's Apollo.
Who is it? Yeah.
He tells him business. Now, you know about the deleted scenes from this film, from this scene, where Apollo comes up in a cab. Remember the black and white picture a few people have posted? I know we posted on Round 14, where Rocky's going into Mighty Mix with Butkus. And it's nighttime, and there's a cab parked in the front.
Okay.
And Apollo's waiting in there with them. But Apollo, there's a scene where they leave Mix and talk in the street.
I don't think I've seen that.
I haven't seen it either. I know of it, but I have not seen it.
No kidding.
But obviously, as we know, he tells Rock, I don't mind being involved with large numbers.
Yeah,
I can train you. He tells him here, he's like, when you beat me, look, I didn't want to know from anybody.
And we get sick inside trying to live with it. So don't back off now. Make it right for yourself, or you'll be sorry you did.
The man can make a speech.
Oh God! Telling you.
Lost that fight, Rob, for
all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
I know you're mad at your dying. Had you all messed up.
which is true.
Oh yeah.
But he tells him, but the truth is you didn't look hungry. And here he comes. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning.
That's
I
right.
love that part. Oh, I love it. Oh, jacked up already. He could have a plan, a get back plan. Did you have any clue what he was talking about when he's like, I have a, this, you owe me a favor?
Oh no, I did not think that was going.
I didn't see that coming.
No,
Did not see that coming. Nope.
what favor?
Yep. And then, of course, they wind up going out to L.A. to Apollo's stomping grounds.
Yeah,
And so he can get away from Philly, get his clear mind, doesn't want to train him in Mickey's gym. I mean,
Right.
that makes sense. And so he takes him out to L.A., where Apollo's from.
What the hell are we doing here in LA?
And, of course, it's Paulie.
jeez.
This place is disgusting. Understand your place.
Listen to
Well,
him.
Paulie's probably lucky to be alive at
I
this
know.
point.
Well, not only did he try to fight his brother-in-law, the heavyweight champion of the world, but then he tells Apollo, I don't sweat you.
I know,
Apollo's
right?
like, yeah, you lie.
I
I
know.
can kill you.
I mean, let's face it. Paulie's got some big ones, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
he goes and he hits freaking Thunderlips with a chair across the back. I mean, who does this, right? Paulie,
He don't care.
yeah, he just
He
goes.
does not care.
No, Paulie, he's the man. He can.
He says what he has on his mind. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
That is for sure. When he's like, when he says to him, I don't sweat you. I can't believe he told Apollo.
I know, right?
Before they leave us for dead.
I wonder if in like real life, if Bert was like, "Now, Carl, I don't mean it."
Right? Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, Bert was a hell of a fighter back in real fighter back in his day.
Yeah.
So but Carl's pretty. He's a pretty intimidating fella.
Oh, he's big. I mean, he's big.
Yeah.
He's broad. He's muscular. I mean, got that deep voice. So anyway, so Apollo's talking to Rocky about training, and they start training him. And they're trying to give him rhythm. They're trying to get him to bounce around, trying to get him to jab, not be a brawler.
Right.
Because a regular fighter, a boxer like Evander Holyfield, will be a brawler street fighter like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Which obviously happened twice, minus the earbud. So, then he tells him the classic line that I'm sure a lot of people would love today. You can't train him like a colored fighter. He ain't got no rhythm.
Oh boy. Yeah. That's not gonna fly.
Lighten up, Francis. It's okay.
Yeah.
But he's training. He's doing his thing. You can see his heart's not in it. You can see by his facial expressions. Paulie's yelling down to bums, shut up, you sterno bums.
Yeah.
And then Apollo and Duke are watching film. And they're like, man, Clubber's strong.
Yeah.
He's like, what we got Rocky at right now, 3-4 rounds. After that, we're out of steam.
Well, you and I both read and heard some of the interviews with Sly about Mr. T. Was that even though that these fight scenes were scripted, it was kind of hard to contain T. He would just he's like there were some shots that landed that were although he did say the hardest one that ever hit him was Dolph, but T would just come out and he
only knew one speed.
Yeah.
So now they're in the ring here, and this is the scene here where Apollo's hitting him, and Rocky's not doing anything. He's not putting his hands up. He's not dodging punches.
There is no tomorrow.
There we go.
There is no tomorrow.
There it is.
Yep.
There is no tomorrow.
And he's right. And then they go to the beach to race. And Rocky's completely half-heartedly racing. I mean, he's
right.
don't get me wrong. Apollo's fast runner and whatnot, but he's thinking it's up here. It's up here. It's all up here.
Sure.
It's not the physical tools. It's not the mechanics. It's not the experience. It's all mental.
Yeah.
He has up here, Mickey carried me. Mickey gave me 10 tile defenses with had-beens. Mickey's dead. You know, I can't fix that. Clubber's kicked the crap out of me. I mean, he's just mentally just not there.
Yeah.
And Apollo just tells him, you know, I don't know, man. Not looking good. It's over. And then we got one of the greatest speeches in one of the Rocky movies.
Absolutely.
Little Miss Adrian, little shy Adrian.
Yeah. Who saw that coming? I did not see that coming.
No, right?
No, when he's like, when Apollo's like, it's over. It's over. I'm like, what do you mean? You know, where's it going to go now? And all of a sudden, we come to this.
Yep.
It's over because you want it to be over. I'm glad.
I do.
Look, and she's just taking control of this whole thing. She's like,
Oh, yeah.
never quit anything since I've known you. What you know? And Rocky's like, I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, what happened?
And everything that was so good gets so bad.
That's so bad. Tell me what?
I ripped everything by not thinking for myself. I mean, why couldn't Mickey tell me where it was really at right from the start? He didn't have to carry me and lie to me and make me think.
I love how Adrian just doesn't back down.
You never lied.
Look, she's like, he never lied. She's standing right there, toe to toe.
Yeah, she really comes into her own in this movie. You know, she really blossoms. Her character.
I mean, she raised her voice.
Yeah.
She would have never done that to Rocky.
No.
So what?
At least it would have been real, Adrian.
It was real.
Nothing is real if you don't believe in who you are. I don't believe
That summed it up right there.
Understand?
He doesn't. It's up here.
He's finished. It's over. That's it.
That's not it.
That is it.
Why doesn't he tell me the truth?
What are you putting me
Look,
through, Adrian?
Adrian wasn't back. I love it. She just because she knew that wasn't what was why.
I didn't care about what happened to me. I go to the ring. I get busted up. I didn't care.
In his head, I fought a bunch of nobodies, and then I fought somebody who wasn't a nobody, and he kicked the crap out of me. And what does he say? What's the truth, damn it?
I'm afraid. All right?
Yeah.
He's afraid.
Yep.
Want to break me down? All right, I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid too. Nothing wrong with being afraid.
There is. For me, there is.
Why, you're human, aren't you?
Look, I don't know what I am. All I know is I'm a liar.
I don't know what I am.
I think I can hear it anymore.
You didn't push him into anything. He was a grown man and he did what he had to do. And you have no right to feel guilty for what happened. You don't. You were a champion. And you did what you were expected to do.
Look at her.
But I and everybody else thought.
And he even says it at the end. How'd you get so tough?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, her character really took off this.
And it should have, because I mean, in the beginning where she was so shy, and you know, the ending where she, you know, took care of herself, no more glasses, she wore a little makeup, she liked the way she looked, she screamed, "I love you."
Yeah.
And then the next one, of course, they get married, and she started to develop a little more. But by now, when she knows now, it's like, well, Rocky really loves me, and this is our life, and I really love him. I mean, she definitely became her own, and it also helped getting her out of Polly's house. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Polly and her, I mean, it was a shame, but like in Balboa, you know, you treated her good, Rocco. I treated her bad. I don't want
Yeah,
to.
Polly definitely kept her down for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she says what should be said. I need you to do it for what, you know, for you.
Right.
Not for me, not for the fans, not for Mickey. And then he asks, well, what if I lose?
Well,
She's like, so then you lose.
you lose. When they're all done shouting your name.
Yep. How'd you get so tough? I live with a fighter. And then, of course, the training montage with Apollo.
Which the training montages in the Rockies are the best. I mean, they're just.
If you took Rocky to Balboa and just took the training montage and clipped them all together, which would be I don't know. Let's just say it would be an hour. I don't even think it'd be that long. Maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, the training montages are probably 5 to 6 minutes. So 5, 6 minutes, might be 35, 45 minutes. But you should just put that on a loop in a gym.
Oh my God, yeah.
Just leave it there on a loop.
What a great idea. You know what? I should do that when I'm down here working out.
Just have the TV just playing that constantly. That's all it
That's a
does.
great idea, Tony.
I'll have to figure out how to do it.
Yes, please do.
I'll send it to you.
Hey, I know. We'll get our executive producer to take care of that one.
Yes, please. So obviously the training is going well. You know, they're really getting more involved. Rocky's a lot more involved. The training's getting more intense. He's starting to look, dancing around like Apollo.
Yeah.
And instead of running up the steps, he's racing Apollo for the ending where he does beat Apollo in the foot race on the beach, Santa Monica Beach.
Yeah. And I do love in the ring where he's got the moves down, where he's flowing, kind of Ali-esque.
Exactly. A boxer.
Yeah.
A boxer,
He's
not a
just-
brawler.
Yeah, he's not just, plodding his way.
Yeah.
He's now,
Exactly.
What's your prediction for the fight?
What's your prediction, Clover? He goes, prediction? Pain. That's hysterical. And then, of course, Apollo comes in with the shorts. Which when he opened up the box, I'm like, oh my God, those are his shorts.
I know, right?
It happened so fast. Like it wasn't a lead up to it.
All these colors that you wore in our first fight together. I can't wear your colors. Just wear them.
He's like, just wear them.
Thanks, Bob.
I love what he says there.
Make
Yeah.
sure you wash them.
You make sure you wash it.
And then he tells him, of course, when this is over, you owe me a favor. What
Yeah.
favor?
What favor?
Again, I had no clue what the favor was.
No,
I didn't know he wanted
no.
another fight. Come on.
No way.
And then we got, they're going into the ring.
Good boy.
He goes over to Apollo. After I crucify him, you're next. And he pushes him in the back. All hell breaks loose. Duke is laying on the ground again because every time Duke jumps over the third rope, he falls and lays on the ground.
Yeah.
I thought you said be cool. That was cool. Oh, man. And then they obviously start the fight. And again, I was very, very surprised on how short the fight went.
Yes. Yes. And was this not like one of the shortest of the Rocky movies in length?
If it wasn't because it's about an hour 39, and I believe Rocky 4 is about an hour 35 or something.
Oh,
They're both 3 and 4 are very close together.
but doesn't it seem faster the whole
does.
movie?
It
Yeah.
does. It does. Rocky and Rocky 2 were 2 hours. Balboa was 2 hours. Yeah, 3 and 4 were very quick.
Yeah.
So here they come. And then, of course, Rocky comes barreling out of his corner with his jabs like Apollo. He's just hitting him. I mean, and then Clubber's coming across with some roundhouses.
Oh,
Like
God,
if he
yeah.
connects, he's going
Right.
to take Rocky's head off.
Now, this is the one where Sly was down to what, 4% body fat in Rocky 3, right?
Well, Rocky 4 he was at his lowest percent of body fat. And I believe it was 2 or 3. So he might have been at 4 for Rocky 3.
Is
I
this the
believe
one
in
where
Rocky-
he had to, I'm sorry, was this the one where he had to stand on his head to get the blood back to his
No,
head?
that was 4.
That was 4. Okay.
Yeah, that was 4. He had to stand on his head and get blood going. 4 is when he ate like a can of tuna fish and had 12 cups of coffee every day.
Okay. I always get those two confused.
That's a good diet. Can of tuna fish, 12 cups of coffee, or
That'll
20
work.
cups of coffee, whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
But, he's a boxer right now. He's jabbing. Boom. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. And Clubber's just like, he can't take it.
Right.
And then he does get some connects in there. He does get some roundhouses in there and definitely does some damage to him. And then he does go down, Rocky, of course. And you're starting to wonder, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Clubber's now picking up on the, you're really fast, but he said to him he's getting tired because he kind of did rope-a-dope, where it was letting
I was just gonna say the rope-a-dope from Ali Foreman.
Ali Foreman.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of did.
Yeah.
No, that was Ali Frazier, wasn't it? Rope-a-dope?
No, that was Foreman.
It was Foreman?
Yeah. I know that because I just watched Big George Foreman the other night.
I did watch that movie, like you told me. It was excellent.
Yeah, it's very good.
But yeah, he kind of did that because he saw how tired he was getting. And remember, Apollo told Duke he's never gone, more than like 5-6 rounds.
Right.
So he's never gone far. Now, I was surprised this ended in the 3rd round.
Yeah, this one real quick.
It's a lot shorter, But I think because they already had a fight, they didn't want to make it too long.
Yeah.
But he's hitting them, and he's tired. He's definitely sucking wind, and Rocky's not exhausting any energy.
And you see his legs his knees are starting to give out a little bit.
Yeah. And then Rocky's just laying into him. He's got jabs, he's got body shots. Clubber's just exhausted. He can't really even defend himself.
Right.
And Rocky's just unloading. I mean, punches here and there in the face, and the body, and the shoulders, and the side. And now he's giving him some crosses to knock him down. But you see his legs are all rubbery. He's definitely not in a good position. And then he gives him a good shot. And then for a brief moment, Rocky looks like he's stumbling after he hits him.
Yeah.
Like, if there's another double knockdown, I'm walking out. No.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
I kind of thought
he had, good punches here. He had good crosses here. And then, of course, he knocks him out. You're out. And that was it. He, won back the title. And, I mean, there's Paulie. There's Duke. Well, you can barely see Duke. But there's Paulie and Duke and Apollo. And, of course, Adrian.
Yep.
And then we see these guys walking out of the tunnel with boxing gear on.
Yep.
Yeah. He tells them, look, he's like, you beat me by 1 second. 1 second, a man of my intelligence, it's hard to live.
Right.
That's very hard for a man of my intelligence to handle. What did you say after I bet you learned how to live with it?
All right.
I lied.
How funny was it? I mean, they went behind closed doors, like he says, no TV, no, just me and you.
You gotta love that and respect that, because you know what? It just you versus me. That's it.
Yeah.
No fanfare, no nothing.
I did wonder though. I will admit.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Let's the scene run its course. He goes, I love this. Remember now. You fight great, but I'm a great fighter.
That's right.
And here comes Sly's infamous punchline or tagline.
Just keep punching, Apollo.
Keep punching.
That's right. Keep punching.
Want to ring the bell?
All right.
Ding, ding.
Ding.
But I always wondered after Creed if he told Adonis that Apollo won because it was Adonis and he really didn't win, or did he really win? I don't know why I thought, like, did he just tell him, yeah, he won because he didn't want him to think anything negative about his father? And then, of course, the punch.
Leroy Nema's famous, one of his most famous paintings.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was fun. I loved it. I mean, it's definitely one of the more popular Rockies. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
people that are not, rock heads, so to speak, are more leaning towards Rocky 3 and Rocky 4
Sure.
than they would the original or 2.
Sure.
It does have a lot more excitement, a lot more of everything. So, but it's
Well, yeah, there's more of a dramatic flair to it. There's more,
yeah,
I don't know, the colors, the sound, all that stuff, Whereas the first two, as I told you, when I showed my kids at a very young age, I think I started them out with either 3 or 4
yeah,
because of their age.
yeah.
That the action is the word I guess I'm looking for. Is
Well, it does. It has more action. It has a lot more colors. It has a lot more music.
Yes, that
It's
80s or
got a lot going
90s.
on.
Yeah.
And the first two are definitely more drama film oriented, so to speak.
Right.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, love them.
Yeah.
But I could see if somebody was not such a huge fan, why they would lean towards 3 and 4.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's just more of the flair, I guess.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is pretty different and interesting and fun. And
yeah, we did Rocky and Rocky 2, and people seem to genuinely like that.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. So hopefully they like this one. We are gonna do 4, and we'll eventually do 5 in Balboa.
Well, don't forget the Balboa Drago versus.
Drago. Yeah, you're right. Well, how should we do that? I mean, should we literally watch that whole movie as its own entity?
Well, you know what? How about
or just
this?
talk about the differences.
Maybe we could, like, if you were watching, let's just say you were watching 4, and I'm watching Drago versus Balboa, or Balboa, whatever,
Right.
the director's cut or whatever.
Right.
So we're kind of watching it simultaneously, but when there's the new scene, one of us can interject.
Yeah, I guess we could do it that way. That'd be cool.
Something like that, maybe. There is so much of the same. Yeah. But I mean, then again, we could just watch it, and like that whole thing there you had on your phone. You and I have watched these movies so many times.
Oh,
I'm not watching nothing, but I'm speaking to it like I'm watching it.
Right,
and I know damn well you can do the same thing.
Yep.
You can do the same thing.
It was fun. I liked it. I hope everybody else thought it was fun. Leave us comments down below if you did or if you didn't. And otherwise, we will check you guys out next week for another episode.
Yeah, and like you've been hinting, we've got some good stuff coming up.
We got some good stuff coming up. We're going to start dropping hints on Instagram. We're going to start dropping little hints of who it could be, what it could be. But yeah, we have some really good stuff coming up.
Oh, should we tell them another place they can start looking for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. You can start to look for us now on TikTok. We will be under Round 14 podcast.
Round 14 podcast.
And there will be another TikTok, which will be Round 14 hosts.
Round 14 podcast hosts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are going to be putting material on there as well.
Yeah. Check it out. It's fun. We're just having fun with it. We're trying to get the name out there. We're really trying to build the brand. So however you guys could like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, and we thank you for the support.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for watching.
All right, brother. I'll see you next week. Appreciate everybody.
You got it. Have a good night.
All right.